Hi everyone, I'm Needlecraft Annie and I'm here for flosstube number 39. This will be another super quick one because I only have 3 projects lying next to me. Because I'm still doing Stitchmaynia, I'm going to continue Stitchmaynia till the end of May. So one piece for Monogomania, another one for my Stitchmaynia starts where I have a project with 30 little stockings and I start one every second day. So there are a few I can show you. And then the one I'm starting with, the one I stitch once every week, that's my temperature garden by Stitchmaynia. So with this project, you stitch, or each petal of the flowers resembles one day, and you stitch with the color that corresponds with the highest temperature that day. So yeah, I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at right now. So I continued in May, and as I told you last time, it got super warm. I have finally some yellow in here. It's the first time I used some yellow. Finally had some of those, and then it got super cold the next day. So those yellow stitches were 24 degrees Celsius, and the next day it was 12 degrees Celsius. So half of it. Yeah, I stitched the flower stems, and then I started with May down here, finished that up, and yeah, now I can move forward. I stitched on it on Friday, and I'm going to stitch on it again on Friday. So next time you see it, there will be probably 2 more flowers, or this one completed, another completed one, and one with 1 petal. I'm stitching this one on a 28 count 1/1 full cross. And the needleminder is from Lakeside Needlecraft. And yeah, that's my temperature garden so far. So far, a lot of blue, and I can't wait for some other colors. And they should come now in May. So, like in the end of April, brighter blues, some turquoise colors, stuff like that. Yeah, temperature garden. That's the project I completely forgot about when I told you about my mania plans, because I did not think about it. But nevertheless, I want to continue with my schedule on this one to stitch on it every week so that I just don't get behind and have a lot to do one day after May. So I just going to continue with it, and yeah, that's the plan with that one. Let's move to my Monogomania piece. My Monogomania piece is Mini Winter Rose by Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Rachel Anderson, and this is my focus piece. I want to finish her this year. And I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at right now. So I think 1.5 more columns. My goal today is to finish this column down here. And yeah, so far, really happy with her. Over there's just some background. Those darker bits are some branches, like over here. They're going to start there. I finished her elbow and moved down forearm. Did some more in her dress. Did some more in the balcony. There's the next flower getting visible, and I should be able to finish this flower today when I finish this diagonal. And yeah, that's her. She's stitched on a 28 count Lugana 2/1 10 stitch. And yeah, so far, I bring her a bit closer because I really love her. So today, as I said, I want to finish the diagonal, which is a bit more confetti heavy, so I'm not entirely sure if I can do it. The dress and the background, super easy to stitch, normally only about 4 or 5 colors in one of those 100 blocks. In her arm, there's a lot more confetti, so this part is only her arm, all those colors. All those colors are only her arm. So that takes some more time, but it's looking stunning when it's done. So yeah, and this one is a bit more confetti heavy, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Yeah, that's Mini Winter Rose. The needleminder up here is from Danka Designs. And yeah, there she is. I can't wait to continue with her and maybe finish her this year. As I said, that's the plan. But you never know with plans. Okay, Monogamania is done. Let's move to Stitchmaynia. As I said, one project with 30 different little stockings. This is called the Tiny Stockings Ornaments. It's a kit by Bacilla. There's everything in there. The Ada, the thread, and the felt for the back of the stocking. I have not yet FFO'd, so finally finished anything. But I have finished 4 of the stockings. And worked some more on the other ones. First, I'm going to show you the one I worked on for travel stitching. I did not a lot of travel stitching, so therefore not a lot of progress. But I'm talking about this one down here. That's the second one I started during Mania. The first one's already done, so now I'm waiting for a finish on this one. I'll show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at right now. So I need to fill in the whites in here. I think there's another backstitch band over here, and then 2 or 3 backstitch bands and 1 small cross stitch band down here to finish it. And over here there are a lot of French knots still missing, and yeah, then I'll be done. Next time for travel stitching. I don't know if it will come out for travel stitching this week at all. If it does, I hope to finish. Okay, then let's move to the one I worked on when I spoke to you last. Whenever I start one of those, I stitch on it the first day for 30 minutes, and the day after I stitch on it another 30 minutes. The third day I'm going to start a new one. When we spoke last, I had already stitched 2 days on the stocking, but the second day only about 15 minutes because I didn't have any more time. So I did another 15 minutes on this one. The one I'm talking about is this one up in here, the first one with the horse. And I show a picture of what it looked like last time here. I hope you were able to see anything in the picture, because last time I had only stitched all the whites, and now I did some dark gray and black for his hooves, his mane, and the tail. So it looks a bit more like something. Yeah, and whenever I'm going back to this one, I either going to stitch some more of the grays, or I start on the blanket on his back to get some color in. That's my horse. Okay, next one is the one I started afterwards, and that's this one down here with the candles. And 1 hour of work got me to this. So I finished the top band with all the backstitch and stuff. I started on the candles. I did some of the backstitch. Okay, the light is really bad. I did some of the backstitch in here, and I started with all the whites. They're still missing the gray in the candles, and then moving further down. Next one I started, if I find it, is the lighthouse over here. And 1 hour of work got me here. So I finished the sky, and I started on the lighthouse with some of the grays and then with the reds. My thread ran out, so there are only half stitches there, and whenever I get back to this one, I'm going to continue with red and finish up those stitches and move further down. And the last one I started yesterday and already stitched half an hour today is the snowman down here. And those 2 days got me to this. I finished the hat with all the backstitch, and it looks really cool. And then I finished stitching the scarf and moved into the white. From about here downwards, it's nearly full coverage, and all of it, or most of it, is white. So there's really a lot of white going in there. And as soon as I'm done, I can start with like the grays and stuff. Or his broom will be over here to get some color in. Whenever I get tired of white or stuff like that, I think I'm going to switch to some color, because all of this white can get really boring. But the hat looks really fabulous. Yeah, and that's it. That's all I have to show you. As I said during Stitchmaynia, I think I said it in my previous videos, it's not like super exciting because I have only the same old projects every week, and on some of them not a lot of progress on, but it's only for 2 more weeks, then Stitchmaynia is already over, and I'm kind of sad about it because I like starting all the new things, but on the other side I'm kind of happy about it because I want to stitch in something else. It's not that I get tired of my projects. I really have fun, especially with Mini Winter Rose. I really have fun stitching on her. I had not thought that I would continue stitching on her for so long, because I'm normally not that one project at a time kind of girl. Really, I'm not. But with her, I'm really having fun, and I can see the end. It's always like, oh, one or two diagonals more and I have a page finish. 1 or 2 diagonals more and I will reach that part. Stuff like that. So I kind of look forward to golds every time I stitch on her. So that's fun. So like today. Only today, and I will have another diagonal done. So yeah, I'm looking forward to stitch some more on her, and that's why I'm going to wrap up this video and start editing, and then I can move on to her because I already did my Stitchmaynia piece today. So yeah, I hope you had fun and you enjoyed this video. I hope it was not too much all over the place. I feel like I am. Yeah, I hope you had fun. I hope you have a wonderful time till we see us next time, and yeah, bye.